Hello, everyone. This is Adam from Adam's Exploits. I have David here joining me. Hopefully you guys will, there's a little bit of lag there. Okay. We're going to have a little bit of information today. I'm going to talk about reselling on eBay, predominantly how to run promoted listings, how to run a sale, schedule a sale. And I also speak a little bit about New Year's, because that seems to be the thing that everybody does this time of year, speak about our New Year resolutions and how quickly we don't succeed or we do succeed in them. So I just want to say that I'm joined by David M., the card booth picker. We'll put his link in the chat afterwards and the description afterwards, but he's here to monitor the chat. And if there's any questions concerning what I'm doing, because I'm going to be sharing my screen, so David's going to assist me. So David, do you want to be offline and just say hello? Then I just say hello. I'll leave the picture off.
Yes, that's great. Thanks. Yes, hello everybody. It's good to see us all again. Like Adam says, I'm just in here to help with any questions you may have for Adam. So just type away there, and as you type them out, I'll say the questions to Adam, and he'll try his best and answer them whenever he can. So, and Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to share my screen, and again, bear with me here. I'm a little new to all this Hangouts, but we'll figure it out. Share my screen. We're going to go to eBay. Okay, so this should be coming up shortly. Oh, there's a little window screen, so I have my iPad open so I can see this. Okay, there we go. This is under your seller hub. If you can start on my eBay and you go to selling. I don't know why they have the seller hub nested on eBay, but they do. This is the name of my store. Again, as I've told you guys, I'm doing this part-time just to keep me busy. I have some medical issues, and this is just to generate some additional income to help me pay my bills, keep me busy, and keep my mind active, and connect with some of you guys in the YouTube community and the reselling community. So again, so you could go into your seller hub, and this is under marketing tab. So if you go into marketing tab, it's under promoted listings. Okay, so this is my promotions. This is just how it peaks from the sales. There's different rates set. I'm actually going to set a rate to show you guys what it looks like. And then you guys can, if you have any questions, David will respond to the questions I asked me. So I'm going to hide this. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to create we're going to do a promoted listing. Okay, and then this dashboard comes up. And this is, you guys can see how this kind of peaks and valleys with the promotions. And again, how the promotions work, promoted listings work, is you set a rate. Basically, it's an additional commission. So if it's 1% or 8%, eBay wants you to pay the trending percent. And again, this is just my opinion. This works best for commodity items like used clothing or new clothing. In fact, Pete, the Craigslist Hunter, had a show last night, and he actually brought up about promoted listings. Somebody brought it up in the chat about promoted listings and sales and whatnot. And again, the old question is, do I offer free shipping or do I charge for shipping? Build it into the price, or do I run promotions? Do I run sales? Well, Pete doesn't believe in running promotions unless it's a commodity, which I kind of agree. If you have a one-off that's a collectible, you're looking for that special buyer. I know Star, a friend of mine, she said the same thing. You're looking for that one particular buyer. So if you run a promotion or a sale, you're just getting penalized, so to speak. You're paying more commission. But again, so I'm going to create a little promotion here. I'm going to add a few things that, and again, I can show you guys how to end it. This is my dashboard. So I'm going to create a new campaign. Again, this is promoted listings. And okay, what I want to do is I want to select listings individually. You can do them in bulk as well, but I do it individually. So you go to select listings individually. And I think I told you guys I'm trying to get out of the jean business, but I have a lot of jeans still available. So so it says promoted listings available on most of your listings except for certain categories and auction items. Okay, well these I have all buy it nows right now. I don't have any auctions available. So what I'll do is I'll go into here, And what we'll do, we'll go into here, and we want to, let's see here. Okay, this is hiding the promoted listings. So what, okay, let's see here. Select listings. We want to do all. We want to show recommended. It doesn't run recommended. Okay. So let's go to all. And for some reason, of course, it's not going to cooperate here. Why is this not showing? Best laid plans of mice and men. No listing found in your criteria. Okay, I was looking at this before. All right, let's get out of this for a while. We'll come back to this. I'll go back just to the sales, and we'll do this. I was doing this the other day, and it was working fine. So we'll go to marketing again. And one more time, I'm going to promoted listings. If that doesn't work, I'll just show you guys how to do sales. We'll come back to promoted listings. Okay, let's do it one more time. So we'll go to promoted listings. Okay, and these are my promotions that I'm currently running. You can see I have 17 listings in here and 4 have sold. So when I create a new campaign, and I'm going to select listings individually. Okay. And for some reason, it's not showing me. There's usually a checkoff box here, and it's not showing that. All right, well, let's see. No, it's not showing it. All right, best laid plans of mice and men. So free shipping, high promoted. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. So I'm just gonna go to the running the sale. And I apologize, guys. For some reason, it's not coming up. I've done this a dozen times. That's one of the reasons I wanted to show you guys, because it can be a little confusing. So we'll go into just running a sale, and we'll go into marketing again, and we'll do promotions. Okay, that's how you run a sale and promotions. So I'm running a sale currently. You can see here, save up to 20%. So what you do is you go in here and you create a sale up here, create a promotion. Hopefully this will work. And we're going to do a sale event and markdown. What you can do is you can do a shipping discount, do volume pricing, you can do an order discount, you can do a coupon. What I like to do is a sale event and a markdown. So we'll click on that. Okay, so this, they always recommend 30%. I don't know why, but to me that's too high. So we're just going to do a 20% sale. And for one other thing, you guys, just I'm thinking about it. What you can do is kind of like what retail stores do, brick and mortar stores do. They have set pricing, and they also adjust the pricing. You know, they have like a set price, like maybe it's $50 for a pair of shorts or whatever, let's just say. And they know that typically their shorts sell for $30. So they'll have their everyday price at $50, and they'll run a sale and they'll mark it down to, you know, $40 or $30. They'll do a percent off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this 20%, or I'm going to use 15%. But again, you can mark your items up a few dollars and then just run the sale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 15% off each item. Okay, now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to select the items. Okay. I'm going to select them individually. I'm not going to create the rules because that can get a little complicated. Select them individually. Okay, so this kind of uses the default header, 15% off for my sale. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in. I'm going to check off items that I want to run on a promotion. Now some of these are ending tomorrow, so I'm not going to select them. I'm going to select things that have a little more length to them. I'm going to scroll down the bottom here, ending later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these hats on sale. So I want to click off on these. Actually, no, I'm just going to do, yeah.
Babsy's just came into the chat on him. Babsy's here. Babsy's here. Right. Babsy, is that Barbara?
Yes.
Yep, she says hi, Adam.
Hello. So check off some of these items here. Again, these are on sale. They actually, you know what? That's why this is showing these as available. I was running a sale through January 2nd, and I was a little confused as to why these items were coming up that they weren't on sale already. So what I'll do is I'll just put these all back on sale. Okay, this is a men's Nike golf belt. I bought a bunch of these retail arbitrage. These football hats, American football hats for you, David, not soccer. There's some Yingling hats. There's my team, the Philadelphia Eagles. You see when I talked about my lighting issue sometimes, the hat should look more like this, but it looks like this. So that's an issue. You Steeler hats. Steelers aren't in the playoffs this year. The Eagles made it to the playoffs. Okay, so there are my selections. I just selected the hats. So I'm going to go confirm the selections. Come on. There we go. So what it does is it shows the items that I selected to run for the sale or the promotion. Again, what I'm doing is the percentage off sale. So when I go in, I'm going to go in here. Okay, they look fine. So I'm going to go into here, item selected. We're going to save and review. Okay, so it's a 15% off. I'm going to start that sale. It is now 3:13 my time, Eastern time. Again, these are all based on Pacific Standard Time because that's where eBay is based out in California. So I'm going to put it January 2nd. We're going to start it at, let's see, we'll start it at 6:30. We'll do 6:30. That's 9:30 my time. Let's do 3:30. So that'd be like in 15 minutes from now on Eastern time. And we're going to run that. I can change this again. I'll show you guys how to change the date here. The default is February 1st. So I'll go back here and I'll just run this for the heck of it. We'll run it for a week and a half. Okay. So now it's going to have the 15% off. And I go in and then you can select the images. I usually just use the default images that they show. Yeah, we'll use that. And we'll just use the belt, I guess. Then we'll use the hat. There we go. So you go in there and it's going to ask you, do you want to launch it? I said, yeah, I want to launch it. Okay. I made an error. Basically, what you have to do is you have to describe the sale. So what I do is I just copy and paste. Copy the sale event. Paste it in here. Save up to 15%. Yeah.
Redneckerson's resale says, I've been doing well. Just doing buy it now and best offer provide sales because I always mess up and lose in sales.
He loses sales on best offers, or he loses when he runs sales, he doesn't do well?
He says, I'm doing buy it now and best offer without sales because I always mess up and lose on sales. That's Redneckerson's resales,
okay,
Nathan.
So he used to run sales, but he's using best offer now is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's a personal preference. I've tried running best offers. What I do is, again, the issue I have come up with, like with these hats, I had run a sale. So I was already kind of like at my bottom number that I wanted to sell them for, and I offered free shipping. So somebody messaged me that they were trying to get the hat, and it kept getting refused. Their offer kept getting refused. Well, with low ball offers, when you have best offer checked off, you can actually check off reject offers at below a certain price, accept offers above a certain price. So I had a certain threshold that I would accept the offers, and this person was trying to lowball me. Now, granted, it wasn't terrible, but they were about $5 less than I was asking, and with that $5 would be basically what my profit was making. So I was only making about $5 to $7 total profit, and again, that's before taxes. So $5 to $7 gross profit when I factored in the cost of shipping, cost of packing, cost of my commissions, cost of goods, product. So I was only making about $5, $6, $7. So I couldn't accept the offer. And then the guy never bought it. And and then somebody came back and bought it at the sale price. So again, but that's personal preference. Some people like to run best offer on everything, and I know sellers that do very well with best offers, but I don't have a lot of success with it. So okay, so we'll just do again. I copied and pasted this. Save up to 15%. I'm gonna put on select items. Items, and where are you going to launch, folks?
Red Nickerson's resales tonight is saying, I do not use auto decline or accept. People will pay if they want it.
Yeah, that's true, but it's again, it's like I said before, it's a personal preference. I don't like dealing with low ball offers. Some people, they like the thrill of the negotiation. I don't. I don't want somebody, messaging me at midnight saying, "Oh, we take $5 for this $30 item."
Yeah, it's the last thing you want, isn't it?
Again, it's personal preference.
John Jones is just in the chat. Hi, John Jones. He says all offers are good offers. Helps in the search.
It does help in the search. That is correct. Best offers. If you check off best offers, that does help supposedly with Cassini. Okay. So actually, I'm looking at this. Okay. Well, it hasn't started yet. That's why it's not showing. But again, I'll come back to this in about, after the show's over, and I'll make sure that these items are in here. And again, if they're not in there, you can go into this function here and edit. And again, you can add items later.
John Jones is now saying, I just counter with my best price and leave it at that.
That's fine. That's fine. Again, it's a philosophy. I mean, I prefer not to do it. Okay. So that was the promotions for these sales. Let me just go back and see if I can figure out what I was doing wrong with this. Why the promoted listings wouldn't come up.
Maggie Doodle has just arrived in the chat. Hi, Maggie. She says, I'm with you, Adam. I know it's irrational, but lowball offers drive me crazy. LOL.
Yeah, it's true. And who was I watching? I think it was Pete the Craigslist Hunter, and it was Ronnie. I'm sorry, Ronnie the Hard Pickers. He says how people get all worked up with returns and scammers. Yeah. I'm a small-time reseller. I don't want to get scammed. No one wants to get scammed. To me, they're taking money out of my pocket. But
yeah. John Jones now, Adam, is saying, not sure, but I think watchers might also get emails if there is a pending offer. Babsy wants to know, where is Anita? And Red Nickerson Resales says, but you can't be scared to lose a sale if you don't take an offer. And Bianca's just joined.
Oh, hi, Bianca. Yeah, I'll address the whole co-host issue at the end of the show. I have an announcement to make. So anyway, I'll show you this one campaign. Let's see. This is the campaign that I was running. This is the continuous active campaign. As you can see, it spikes. And I'm just running, again, this is a philosophy. So I just run a 1%. Casey the Rockstar Flipper talks about this. And they'll suggest like 8-9%. And I run 1%. Because what happens is when you run a promotion, you'll get your original listing in the search function, and then you'll also get a promoted listing in the search function. Now, it was funny. I was looking at something, one of my hats was really skewed. It was like 128 views. I'm thinking, why is this hat getting all this views? Well, what happens was they defaulted to like a 9% promotion. So obviously with 9%, eBay is going to promote it more than if I was at my 1%. So I found out after the fact that hat did sell. So I ended up paying the 9% plus the roughly 15% because eBay charges you 10% and you have the 2.9% PayPal. And then you have your 30-cent insertion fee. So it was almost 20% I was paying on that particular item. But again, guys, I apologize why this is not, I guess because I'm trying to do it like a sale function and it's not allowing me to. And this is something new. This was never in here before. I don't know why Search available listings and make individual selections up to 500 listings per campaign. So why can't I just do select listings? One last time, guys. If it doesn't work, I'm done. Oh, there it is. I couldn't say. Wonderful. My poor vision, because the laptop was so far away. There was a checkoff box here, and also next to each individual item. I was wondering, because I've done this dozens of times, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't working. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll select, this 25 or 70, so I'll just select some of these items here. I'm going to do these page. We don't want to do the Ralph Lauren because I'm trying to blow those out. We'll do Lucky, we'll do Rock, we'll do, again, these are just the checkoff boxes. The reason I wasn't able to do that, guys, before was because I had my laptop sent further away from me, and I guess I wasn't looking properly through my glasses. I didn't see the checkoff boxes, but now I am then seeing them. So I'm just going to do like the higher priced items. I'm going to do these $8, $10 items.
Mike Roland Pickers just joined the chat.
Is it a real Mike, the Roland Picker, or is it the troll? Is it a real Mike?
I'll tell you now. I think it is. Yes.
Mike, hello, Mike.
It is.
Good. Mike, I know you're upset about the trolls, and I don't blame you.
Hi, Mike.
Welcome, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Just talking about running promotions and doing promoted listings and also running sales, Mike. So I'm just showing the people I had an issue trying to figure out why my promoted listings weren't coming up. Actually, I can do this one. It was because I had the computer far away and I didn't see all the checkoff boxes because I had the computer so far away and I couldn't see the checkoff boxes. So I'm just setting up this little mini campaign here. You guys will see it. All right, so that's enough. I'm selecting 7 just to show you guys. Down here it says set ad rate. Again, eBay recommends 7.2%. Well, you're almost paying 15% as it is now because you're paying the 10% on clothing. And I'm just smaller time seller, so I don't get a discount because I don't do enough volume. I don't get and I don't offer free returns, so I don't get the additional top rated seller plus discount. So I pay the full rate commission, which is 10%, 2.9% for PayPal, and then a 30-cent transaction fee. So they recommend 7.2. Again, like I told you guys before, Casey the Rockstar Flipper usually runs around 1 to 2%. So I'm going to, what it is, this is a slider bar. So I'm going to slide this down all the way to the end. It's 1% is the least that you can offer. I mean, you can see here, crazy eBay, you can run it 100%. No, I don't want to do that. So we're just going to do the 1%. So again, I have 7 listings. You can review them before you launch it. I'm going to review it. Okay, so campaign name. Usually what I do is I just name the date, so that way I remember when I started the campaign. So I'll just put 1/2/19 is my campaign. There you go. So I don't usually do anything with this more options, start date, end date. I just start it now. You can schedule it. Some people actually do that. The more skilled sellers, they'll schedule it to start, say, on a weekend. But I just do it manually because, I mean, I don't have a lot of listings to do. So, okay, so then you just launch it. Okay. So it was successful. Again, I apologize, guys, why I was the rigmarole before, why I couldn't see it. But again, the computer was too far away from me. I wasn't seeing the checkout boxes. So, okay, so I showed you guys how to show a discount sale, markdown sale, and I showed you guys how to do promoted listings. So I just want to get in a little bit. I'm going to come back to get out of this sharing the screen.
Mike Roland Pickers says, Adam, is eBay still crediting accounts for using promoted listings?
Mike, again, I hate to say things if I'm not 100% certain. Again, this is just my strictly my guess. My understanding is that eBay no longer has that discount unless you are a top-rated seller plus. Again, I could be wrong. For a while there, they were giving it to top-rated sellers when they first rolled it out, and I was a top-rated seller. Again, but I don't offer free returns, and I'm not doing enough volume, unfortunately. Mike, I mentioned in the chat before, my health isn't that great. Again, I'm going to come to that in a little bit. I'm going to talk about the New Year's resolutions, and then we'll address the elephant in the room, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Michelle Lathan says also, Adam, Michelle Lathan says you can always use pirate ship for commercial plus pricing.
I do, Michelle. Exactly right. 100% correct. That's what I do. I use pirate ship now because I don't get the commercial plus with eBay, so I use pirate ship. Great tip, Michelle. I do use pirate ship, and I've mentioned pirate ship before. Again, thanks for bringing it up. That's what I do use. I use pirate ship. Again, that's for USPS only. And now that Michelle brought that up, I just want to remind you guys, postal rates are going up January 27th. It was approved. There were some people stating that it took effect January 2nd, which is not correct. It's January 27th. So if you go actually on pirate ship, and I think stamps.com, I believe, also has a template that shows you the price increases. But again, I'll post that, and I'll post that on my my Facebook page, my Adam's Exploits Facebook page, and I'll post it on the show's page. Yes, Mike, you can use pirate ship for 90-day listings. I've used it for friend mail. You can use it for the other platforms. And what's nice is I believe it's like 8 or 9 items. In fact, let me go to it while I'm thinking about it, Mike. Let's see if we can do this here. So we'll go here. Let me just pull this up on the side here. You guys are still seeing me. I'll pull up pirate ship. What is this? All right, so I'm going to pull up pirate ship. Okay, I just got to get back to my screen here. And I would do a screen share. Okay, here's my pirate ship. Okay, I'm afraid to log in because it might show some addresses. I guess see it's still loading. There we go. Again, this is for USPS only, and like Michelle said, you do get commercial rates plus pricing. Again, I have an account, but I don't want to show you guys because I believe it when I pop up, it's going to show some addresses. I don't know what I want to keep those addresses confidential, for my customers. But again, what's nice about pirate ship is it's free. There's other shipping programs where you have to pay a monthly fee. With pirate ship, everything's free. I don't. Somehow they must negotiate a really super price with the U.S. Post Office, and they pass along, and they still make a commission somehow because there's no ads or anything on the sites. I don't know how they do it, but that's the only thing I can imagine.
Mike says, Adam, like for sending friend mail, you get a better rate than using PayPal or USPS.
Correct. Whenever you use pirate ship, you get commercial rate plus. Okay. So again, I don't want to go on this page, guys, because if I go into my account, it's going to show you, but you'll see eBay and 4 or 5 other platforms are linked. So when I create an item to ship, it searches my eBay sales, and it'll say, okay, you have 1 or 2 items or whatever, and these are your items. And then the only issue I have with pirate ship is I have to re-enter the information, the shipping information, whereas it's already in my listing with eBay. I have to put, like it's a 6 by 6 by 8 box, and I have to put that as 10 ounces. I have to re-enter that. But if you use the same kind of shipping all the time, it kind of defaults, and we'll have it like in the memory. They'll have a check down box so you can check, the 6 by 6 by 8. You just boom, boom, boom. Takes you an extra minute or 2. But yeah, I do use pirate ship. Let me get
Rednection's Resales says, I do eBay and Amazon Merchant Prime shipped 42 Monday. So far, sending out 27 today. I know this may sound stupid, but sometimes I put in what you would call lost leaders. I find it brings me more sales.
Yeah, that's true. you know, again, Nathan, do what you feel is best. Cassini, the eBay algorithm, it likes action. It likes, again, somebody mentioned before about the running best offers. Yes, Cassini likes best offers. They promote your listings up higher. Again, Cassini likes sales. That's why I'm running sales. Cassini likes promoted listings. That's why I'm running promoted listings. Cassini likes free shipping. Some things I do free shipping and I build in the price. Some things I don't. Cassini likes free returns. I don't offer free returns. That's where I draw the line. So anyway, any other questions at all?
I don't see anything yet. Let them know.
Okay. No problem, Mike. Again, I use that for friend mail. I use it for, again, what I'll do, I'll go in and look, and I'll put that in the description below. Again, I don't want to, I sent some friend mail to Carol, and I sent some, there's my eBay addresses that I've sent people out to. I'm just concerned if I go to that page and open my account, it's gonna list the people's addresses, which I don't want to do. And I'm not real good at editing, so I'm afraid if I do that, and I won't be able to edit it out of the video. So I will go in and I'll double check, and I'll let you guys know which platforms are involved. Again, it does cross post your tracking to eBay. I know that for a fact because I've used that.
Michelle Lathan's saying there to Mike, Roland Picker, you can really save on pirate ship using cubic shipping if you select soft pack / box and bag.
Right. They have cubic. Again, I'm not an expert on cubic shipping. I did have Justin on RVA Flips, that he's much more skilled at cubic shipping than I am. In fact, I'll probably have Justin on. But Justin's been on like almost every day on his own. Yeah. Somebody's show or his show or somebody else's show, or so I don't know how much free time Justin has, but I would like to bring Justin back on to discuss the cubic shipping. Again, great point. I'll address that in 1 minute, Anita. I do want to just address a little bit about the New Year's resolutions, my New Year's resolutions. I don't want to put you on the spot, David, so I want to ask you for yours.
Oh, you can if you want. I've got a few ideas already. I told them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me read mine real quick, and then we'll come to you, and then I'll discuss what everyone's been asking about.
Yeah. Certainly.
Okay. So for my New Year's resolutions, I have personal ones and I have business ones. For eBay, I want to grow my active listings to 400. Right now, I'm a little over 100, and that is strictly my fault. Okay, guys, I mean, I haven't been feeling well. I don't want to get into that because that's not why you guys are here. You're here to learn. So, again, I just got to kick myself in the rear end and get it done, So I want to grow my active listings to 400 active listings. I want to gradually switch to 50% hard goods. I want to eliminate my cash / death piles. I have some bins downstairs. I have probably another 20 pair of jeans, women's jeans, probably 20 or 30 other pieces of clothing down there, and a handful of hard goods that I want to get listed. And I'm gonna hold myself responsible to list that before I start, resourcing. Okay, that was for eBay. Now for YouTube, again, I've said this all along. I want to make more videos. I want to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. Currently, I'm just doing the 1 a week. But again, the weather's going to start breaking, and I can do stuff outside, and I have a gimbal, stabilizing gimbal, which I was just playing with the other night. So I want to do more videos outside in the park, etc. Okay, that was for eBay. And then YouTube, I just want to make more videos. I also want to learn how to edit, which is a little complicated, but I want to do some, again, taped videos so I can upload videos and edit them a little bit. I want to learn how to do that. For personal, most of us have this New Year's resolution. Again, not to get depressing, but I have some issues with my health, and I've gained a lot of weight. Got to lose some weight. It's just a fact. I have to lose weight. So I'm going to muddle through at the gym. So again, that was my lose weight and get back to the gym. So David, I'm going to go on you, and then you can discuss your. It'll take a minute for you to be presented, and then you can discuss your resolutions. Should be coming up shortly here. There you go.
Okay. Well, what I was thinking was for this year was I was going to start making more videos, even though it's difficult as it is for my full-time job. I'll certainly try my best. I'm not going to promise anything that way, but I'll certainly try my best and put out more videos whenever I can, as I always do, as you know. I'm hoping to start doing a bit of RA, retail arbitrage, as well. I'm going to go out tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm going to go to some shops tomorrow that I found out are having clearance sales. There's about 6 shops that live about half an hour's drive from my house that are doing clearance sales in a big shopping centre, so I'm going to go there. And I'm hoping to get a couple of things tomorrow. And if I do, I'll put out a video tomorrow and show you the retail arbitrage haul I got. And I'm going to, whatever I get out of the retail arbitrage, I'm going to sell it on the local apps, which, as everybody knows, that's all I do, is sell on local apps. I don't do any eBay, but I would buy off eBay, but I'm not going to sell on it again. And I'm hoping, hopefully, to start maybe bidding online on an auction I know about. It's about an hour's drive from my house, or go up there in person. But again, I have to be off work if I'm going to go up there in person, you see. So, and also I'll be doing my car boot sale videos again. They'll be starting again in March. So I'll show everybody around, and I'll show everybody my haul videos straight after. And anything I find in my car boot sales, I'll be putting that in the local apps, Facebook Marketplace, the Spock app, which is unbelievable. That has been far better, in my opinion, than Facebook Marketplace. I'm so glad I downloaded it, not regret it once. But again, I have Facebook Marketplace there as a backup. So that's basically my plans for this year, Adam. You know, I obviously would give you a lot more, but because I have full-time job, as you know, I'm limited. But I thought that would be okay for me anyway.
Oh, sure.
For this year.
I know I discussed that I was watching Pete's Craigslist Hunters video last night. Pete, as they say, is the OG. He's been around forever and ever, and he had 800 people on his chat at one point last night. Just phenomenal. And he was discussing just reselling in general and taking some questions. And he actually mentioned that he has a feeling there's going to be another reselling app that's going to be strictly, smartphone based. That's become very popular in the U.S., probably somewhere between eBay and Amazon. First thing I thought of you was Dave. I thought that Spock might come over to the States and they might be, explode. His thoughts were that maybe one of the bigger platforms would purchase them. He feels that, I don't know if I have the same feelings, but he feels that Facebook Marketplace is not going to get involved in shipping and charging fees. He says they're there to collect data. Again, who knows? I have a feeling that Facebook's going to want to try to make money from it. So I got a feeling they're going to end up charging some kind of fees. So
yeah.
Okay,
Spock does that. You know, the Spock app I sell on. It does that, but it only charges fees if you ship the item out. But if you do local, obviously, you don't need to worry about that. But Spock does that at the minute. Facebook Marketplace hasn't been doing that just yet, but I'm sure they will, like you said, because they're going to have to make money off it, because they know that so many people are viewing Facebook all the time. That, there's so many people joining it all the time. So I'd say you're right, Adam. Yeah, I totally agree. And they're going to have to make money out of it some way, because every other local app's doing it.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to charge some kind of fee, and even if it's just some kind of Facebook currency, and maybe you have to purchase credits. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, online platform, but maybe they're going to have somehow that you're going to purchase Facebook credits, and then use that to purchase the items, so they make a commission on the credits. I don't know. I just have a feeling that besides the data, that they're going to want to make some kind of commission somewhere somehow. Okay, let me come back to me, guys, and then we'll have a real quick, not even a discussion, just a statement.
Gina Foliva? She's in. Hi, Gina. And Tracy's here. And Summer, Kids, Deals and More. That's Summer. And Thelma Thrift's here. Hi, ladies.
Okay.
They're all in as well.
Mine hasn't switched. Let me. Yep, there we go. No, you're still up. Let's see. All right, Dave, you're still up, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're still up. Let's see. Stop presenting. All right, so I should be up shortly. All right, I'm presenting everyone. It's a little bit of a lag here, guys, so I should be up very shortly. All right. So here I am. Let me just pull up my chat. This is not easy for me to do, guys, but I'm going to try to be above the board and try to be above the board. When I started to create this channel, my thoughts were to do a panel show and or one other co-host. The people that I had spoken to, things just happened and it didn't work out well, so we couldn't get together on doing one. So my co-host and I would discuss things. We were active in a lot of the chats. We became friendly offline and decided that we were going to do the show. It was supposed to rotate between each other's channels. Well, that never happened. It just ended up being on my channel. My co-host has decided she no longer wants to do the show. That's fine. I told you guys many times, the only thing that is permanent is change. I don't know her reasons. I don't know if it's time, but I'm not going to get involved in that. Let's just say that her views and my views were different, and she decided to not do the show anymore. And obviously I have to honor that. I will be creating another Facebook group, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you being here. Again, I don't profess to be an expert. I'm learning just like you guys are. And I'm going to try to have some more guests on. I'm lining up several guests. I just wanted David on. David knew kind of what was going on. I explained to him right before the show. I wanted him on for moral support to handle any of the questions. Again, things didn't work out, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to try to make 2019 my best year ever in reselling. And I'm committed to growing this channel. Like I told you guys, committed to doing this every Wednesday. And by the way, that reminds me, next Wednesday, I'm going to do the show 1 hour earlier. I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30, which would be in the middle of the show my time. So I'm going to do the show at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not 3 p.m. So
Craig Landshark Pickers just joined. Craig Landshark Picker. And who else has joined? Star City Picker. And Star City Picker is saying, and their real name is Rick, R-I-C-K, Rick. And Heather's place, Heather. She's just joined as well.
Okay, welcome, guys. Again, I'm committed to making this a success, and I'm going to try to bring on people with. That's what I put in our Facebook group. I have some very talented Facebook sellers, resellers. I have Yvonne in there. I have Tanya. I don't want to forget somebody. I have jewelry sellers. I have clothing sellers. I have hard goods sellers. Of course, I thought I turned my Facebook notifications off that came up. So anyway, I'm going to try to have, the various guests on. Michelle, that's a great idea about the Qubit shipping. I think I'm going to try to have on Justin again, speak about the Qubit shipping. I want to bring some people on to talk about hard goods sales. I want to bring some people on to talk possibly about storage auctions. Bring some people on to talk about auctions. Like David said, he's going to physically go to an auction. I would love to do that. And then I'm also going to do get involved in buying some from liquidators. There's one over here in Philadelphia. I'm going to go there and I'm going to ask him if he'll let me film. I'll do some filming there. Again, I need to learn how to edit, but maybe he'll let me do some live streaming there. I know David, Steve and Steph had done some whenever they go into the auctions and they did some live streaming. So
that's right. Yeah, it's at liquidation.com. It's in where you are, liquidation.com. Is that what you're talking about?
No, David. There's local liquidators here, smaller, not like. See, liquidation.com is Consolidator. They have their own, and they also liquidate things for other liquidation companies. This is a guy that has his own liquidation company about 15 miles from here in North Philadelphia, which is like right. I'm right across the bridge, just a little further north. He does a lot of consumers goods, makeups, that kind of stuff. That's more of a flea market kind of thing because it's they're inexpensive. Although I know Pete Craigslist Hunter was speaking last night about how he's buying these big lots of makeup, and he was doing very, very well. And it's just like, I guess they just list whatever the variety is, and there might be 4 or 5 different varieties, and you just do, you know, bulk listing, do your one listing, quantity, whatever you have, and then just, you know, leave it good till cancel. And that, what's nice about that is it just keeps repeating. That's why I like buying things, you know, buy 5, 6 of something. In fact, give me 1 second. I'll show you guys something I bought. I completely forgot about it. I was doing some straightening it up. I know some of you are probably I bought 5 of these hats. Just trying to get it lined up here so you guys can see it. But that was last year, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. So I bought 5 of those hats. So I'm going to do, you know, one listing, quantity 5. And again, I'll put that on a promoted listing, and I'll probably run some kind of sale too. So,
Brent,
again,
hope it goes well for you. Hope it goes well for you, Adam. You see, just before everybody goes here, as far as from my understanding from liquidation companies over in America, from what I've seen and heard, is that it's better to buy local than it is to get it shipped to where you live, because also you save in the shipping charges. Isn't that right?
That's true. And a lot of the liquidation companies are further away, David. They're out in California. They're out in Las Vegas. And shipping can be expensive. And I've addressed this before in some of my videos. When you live in a residential area, again, that's something that's, I didn't put it on my resolutions, but eventually I think I told quite a few of you, and probably mentioned in the videos, I need to move down south. I'm going to move the next state down south of here, which is Delaware. They have much lower property taxes, and I'm going to buy a rancher. And I'm trying to make sure that I get at least a 1-car garage and a basement. Now, speaking about liquidation and delivery, when you get delivered to a residential area, that's an additional fee. If you need a lift gate, you know, you guys have probably seen the trucks when they make deliveries. They have this pneumatic thing that goes, pulls up, and then they push out the pallet, and then they lower it down. That's an additional fee. So you're shipping from whatever that location is to your location. Then they're surcharging you with a residential delivery. Then they're going to whack you again with a lift gate fee. So again, David is right. If you can get local pickups, right now I have a SUV. My plan eventually is to get, you know, again, this is all down in the future, get a smaller, you know, just mid-sized car, and then probably some kind of truck, you know, and then I can, you know, I can pick up stuff from the warehouse, and that way I can avoid the fees, the shipping fees. So anyway,
Nathan's saying there, Adam. Sorry to interrupt you. Nathan's saying there, I bought 200 boxes of food detox pads for 25 cents, and sale for an average of $20 for sets of 10. I love multiples. Brent?
Yeah, Nathan, absolutely. I'd love, you know, everyone loves multiples. If you can find something with retail arbitrage or wholesale, yeah. I mean, buy something for, like you said, and he's doing bundles, which is nice too. Are you doing, I guess, I'm assuming that Nathan's probably doing them on Amazon with the bundles. I belong to an Amazon group I purchased when it first started. I know you guys get a little late here, but when I first started out, I figured I was going to do Amazon because Amazon is the 600-pound gorilla. And it just seemed a little too complicated for me. But I have the basic course, and there's a bunch of video series. I also won a couple additional prizes, so to speak, so I can get some additional information from them. It's the largest Amazon group out there, Jim Cockrum, if you guys want to research it. Again, I don't make a nickel out of it. I'm just telling you, I'm just, you know, matter of fact, I'm just discussing it. So I did eBay because I thought eBay was easier. Again, but the volume, you know, multiple platforms are the key, multiple streams of income. Like David's doing the local sales, I want to get involved in local sales. Probably eventually I'll go back into Amazon a little bit. My issue was I was having trouble doing retail arbitrage, which you guys don't know that, and most of you probably do, but it's basically like David said, you go to a store, you buy something that's on sale, or it doesn't even have to be on sale. I was just watching a video earlier today from a couple that go to Trader Joe's. David, I forget what it's called. It's a different name in Europe.
Yeah, I can put it in the chat if you want. Yes, because he was on Scott's channel. Do we put his name in? I know his channel name.
You can, yeah, sure.
Is that all right?
But he was talking about how he buys it was bagel, like allspice bagel seasoning or something. So he was doing bundles, like Nathan says, do bundles. He was getting, I think, 4 or 5, wrapping them up and sending them into Amazon, and then shipping them out. So if people don't have a Trader Joe's near them, that's the channel. Yes, David. Yeah. So again, if you have the skill, I mean, I look at people like John Nevermore Antiques. I was hoping John would be in the chat. He's not today, but I'm sure he'll watch the video. He does a lot of retail arbitrage. And we all know Scott the Bearded Picker does a ton of retail arbitrage. I mean, I don't know what percentage of his business is. I'm assuming it's at least 80% of his business is retail arbitrage. And he kills it, but he's on the road a lot too. So there's pluses and minuses to everything. But okay, guys, we're pushing an hour. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. The show is not ending. It's going to be Reselling Rhythms, and it's going to be with A. I'm not going to say with A, but it's just going to be Adam. And again, I'm going to try to have guests on. I appreciate people like David helping me out and Kathleen helping me out. One day I'd like to have Bianca on when Bianca gets the willingness to come on and then share with us. And again, Bianca, I can have a panel of 4 or 5 people on, and you can just everyone loves you, Bianca, and we're again, I'm going through some issues myself, so I understand. But we're all here again to support you. If you need to chat, you need to speak with somebody, we're there for you, and we all appreciate you. So again, I appreciate every one of you for being there for me and supporting me. Again, I am creating a new Facebook group. My co-host was the creator, for me, basically, of that group. So I don't know how much longer it'll be up, but I'm hoping it'll be up for a little bit of time. I will be sending out invitations, and I will create a list. Again, I have the list of the members, so I can send out invitations, and I will create my own. Again, I'm not great with graphics, but I will get something up, and I will be posting something, and I'll post my link to my Facebook page, which is just my YouTube channel name, Adam's Exploits. So I'll be posting to that group. So again, I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you being here for me. Tracy, again, I would love to have you on a channel occasionally if you want to join me. I know some other people, Reseller Rob, I reached out to. He's been very busy retooling his business and working on his goals for 2019, but he said he would like to join me. Eventually, I'd like to have Wade on and Wade's Ventures. Wade, we're very fortunate to meet Wade at the eBay Open, and Wade was very nice to me and helped me with my Instagram. That's something I should probably put in my resolution to get my Instagram. But yeah, and I hung out with Wade and his mother for one day. He's a very nice man. Eventually, I'd like to have Casey Paris on. Casey doesn't do a lot of other shows, but I'm hoping one day, and in fact, Casey's going to have a meetup. I'm assuming it's down in Florida somewhere, so I'll probably do some filming down there. And I was going to go to Vegas and go to the liquidation. Again, it's like ADA, not ADA. ASD. Thank you, David. ASD. But my Achilles is not cooperating as much as I would like. So I'll probably just end up going back to eBay Open again. Guys, it's a great networking opportunity. I know it's not inexpensive. I figure it cost me roughly, again, I went by myself, so it cost me roughly $1,000. The airfare was $300 some. My room was like $400 some. And then expenses, and I didn't really gamble that much, so I did see a show, and actually I got the show for free. I got a meal at Hell's Kitchen for free. If you haven't seen that video, that's a pretty cool video. I have that posted. I actually met one of the celebrity chefs that had won the competition on Hell's Kitchen. She's the executive chef. I don't know how much she does as an executive chef, but she goes around and greets people, and you'll see there's the picture of her in the video. One other thing I forget. Couple just end this on an up note. This was from the eBay Open. know if there's much of a glare in here on us. Can you see that, guys? There you go.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
You see Jason
Prof
Prof,
Sales.
Corin,
Yeah.
and there's my friend Casey, and then me hiding in the back. So that was at Casey's meetup in Las Vegas. I'm planning again. I'm going back again, and I was hoping Tanya would be here. I had this put aside for Tanya. This is from the ASPCA. Glare. There you go. Little Chihuahua with his winter coat. I guess you don't get much snow in Texas, Tanya, when you watch this. But I thought of you when I got this ASPCA calendar with a little Chihuahua and his little winter coat.
That's very nice.
Just letting you know, I was thinking of you guys, thinking of you, Tanya, thinking of Jason, Karen, and Casey. And again, I want to thank you, David. You're always there for me.
No problem.
You as well are always there for me. And
always, met.
To me, friendship is super important, and I couldn't appreciate you guys more. Hey, Carol. Again, Carol, when things settle down for you, I want to have you on the show too.
Oh, it'll be great to have Carol. Yeah.
Carol is a special person. If you guys don't know Carol, subscribe to her channel. I will put that in the link. Carol does pop-up shops. It's Carol Bargain Shopping. David, can you put her link? Just click on her, the 3 dots next to her, and put her link up in the chat, please, for me. I could probably do it too, I guess.
Can you do it as well?
I'm not in the actual YouTube chat though, so no. Can you do it for me?
See if I can do it for you.
I'm on the Hangouts page. I'm not on the YouTube page. So Dave will put up Carol's YouTube channel.
Maybe not. No, I can't do it. I'll type it.
I'll put it in after the show. And I'll put David's channel. I'll put Carol's channel. David, are you going to be doing some more of your? I know you said you're going to try to film at the auction. Thanks.
Yeah,
Michelle.
There's Michelle. Yeah, thanks, Michelle. Well, this is the thing. When I was said about going to auctions, it's a big if. I have to be. It starts on a Wednesday. You have to be down there on a Wednesday to view things, and then on Thursday they have their auction Thursday night, UK time over here.
Right.
So it all depends, Adam. If I'm off work, if I'm not off work, I'll not be able to do it. But I can tell you one thing. I can tell everybody here one thing for sure. I'll definitely be doing game night videos, car boot sale videos, haul videos, and I want to start doing more of retail arbitrage. And I also want to build my listings on the Spock app and possibly Facebook Marketplace. But I've been having more success in Spock, so that's what I'm hoping. I'll be probably doing more of those. There's a good chance of me doing those than the auction. But if I get to do it, go to the auction, I will, and I'll try and film in there as well if I can. But that's my plans anyway.
That's great. Okay, guys. Some good news, some bad news, some so-so news. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to close it again. You saw that picture with Prof Sales in it. And one of my favorite sayings from the Prof Sales show was, good sales to you. So again, I wish everybody a healthy, prosperous, and happy new year. And I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel. And I'm looking forward to great things in the future. Again, thanks for joining me and have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.